Good morning, Steve Fried in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Yesterday we had a complete sell-off in the grain room, first trading day of 2023. I think some people thought that the unexpected rainfall in Argentina over the weekend was a little bit negative, and the market came in after buying 100,000 contracts in the grain room last week, looking for some bullish news, and really didn't get it. We also noted that the weekly grain inspections numbers were down from the previous week, and also, for the most part, below the pace that's needed to get to the USDA's goal. We also note that on January 12th, the USDA will give us final crop numbers, and if the analog years in which USDA raised the November crop report from October, they tend to raise the January report also. So there could be maybe a 75 million bushel increase in corn and maybe a 20 to 30 million bushel increase in beans. At the same time, when we look at the export pace, they could lower corn exports 100 and bean exports 50. So that raises the carryout and could be negative to the market on that January 12th. We did see a little bit of farmer selling on Tuesday, but I think for the most part, the farmer still has a good financial situation and is hoping for some kind of rally in late January, early February, going into the planting season. Individually in the bean market, we're still worried about China demand for U.S. beans. Their crush margins have declined. Here in the U.S., our crush margins remain really good, and so we're still continuing to crush. I think that the market is concerned about Argentina with a drier forecast, and overnight we put some premium back into the soybean meal market because of this drier forecast. And again, we look at 2008 when La Nina weakened in Argentina, still didn't get rains, and so that could be a concern. And so we'll see just what the final Argentina corn and soybean crop numbers are and how that impacts global trade, especially on the meal side. We also note that, except for southern Brazil, Brazil's looking at the possibility of record corn and soybean crops. We also noted in the corn market that export inspections, export sales, and lower prices in the Black Sea has the corn market taking a little bit of long liquidation from its recent gains. The Christmas rally in part was due to South American weather, but also hopes that our demand would increase. So we'll be watching down the road corn export sales with Brazil basically out of the market, and some concern about Ukraine exports as the war continues. Over the wheat market, a lot of long liquidation. I think it's still dry in the southern plains, and that may continue in the month of January. Russia conditions, there's mostly snow cap. If temperatures turn colder there, we did note that European wheat prices were lower because of lower Russian prices, and that Argentina is probably going to have half of its wheat exports. But on the other side of the coin, you've got Australia looking at a record crop. So all in all, I think we're trying to chop around here. I don't think beans are worth over $15 in the nearby 14 a new crop, and I think corn prices are a little bit overvalued. Wheat will be a function of Russia and the Russian farmers, whether they sell cash or not.